Welcome to Torah Truth for Us with Linda. The reading of Psalm 119. Aleph. How blessed are the undefiled in the way, who walk in the law of YHWH. Blessed are those who keep his testimonies, who seek him with the whole heart. Also they do no unrighteousness, they walk in his ways. You have ordained your precepts, that we should keep diligently. Oh, that my ways may be established to your statutes. Then I shall not be ashamed when I look to all your commandments. I will praise you with uprightness of heart when I learn your righteous judgments. I shall keep your statutes. Do not forsake me, utterly, utterly. Bet. With what can a young man keep his way pure? By keeping according to your word. With all my heart I have sought you. Do not let me wander from your commandments. Your word I have treasured in my heart, that I may not sin against you. Blessed are you, O YHWH. Teach me your statutes. With my lips I have told of all the ordinances of your mouth. I have rejoiced in the way of your testimonies as much as in all riches. I will meditate on your precepts and regard your ways. I shall delight in your statutes. I shall not forget your word. Gimel. Deal bountifully with your servant, that I may live and keep your word. Open my eyes, that I may behold wonderful things from your law. I am a stranger in the earth. Do not hide your commandments from me. My soul is crushed with longing after your ordinances at all times. You do rebuke the arrogant, the cursed, who wander from your commandments. Take away reproach and contempt from me, for your testimonies I have kept. Even though princes sit and talk against me, your servant meditates on your statutes. Your testimonies also are my delight, my counselors. Dalet. My soul cleaves to the dust. Revive me according to your word. I have told of my ways, and you have answered me. Teach me your statutes. Make me understand the way of your precepts, though I will meditate on your wonders. My soul weeps because of grief. Strengthen me according to your word. Remove the false way from me and graciously grant me your law. I have chosen the faithful way. I have accounted your ordinances worthy. I cleave to your testimonies, O YHWH. Do not put me to shame. I shall run the way of your commandments, for you will enlarge my heart. Teach me, O YHWH, the way of your statutes, and I shall observe it to the end. Give me understanding, that I may observe your law and keep it with all my heart. Make me walk in the path of your commandments, for I delight in it. Incline my heart to your testimonies and not to gain. Turn away my eyes from looking at vanity, and revive me in your ways. Establish your word to your servant as that which is the fear of you. Turn away my reproach, which I dread, for your ordinances are good. Behold, I long for your precepts. Revive me through your righteousness. Vav. May your loving kindness also come to me, O Yehovah, your salvation according to your word, so I will have an answer for him who reproaches me, for I trust in your word. And do not take the word of truth utterly out of my mouth, for I hope in your ordinances. So I will keep your law continually, forever and ever. And I will walk at liberty, for I seek your precepts. I will also speak of your testimonies before kings, and shall not be ashamed. And I shall delight myself in your commandments, which I love. And I shall lift you my hands to your commandments, which I love. And I will meditate on your statutes. Zion, remember the word to your servant, in which you have made me hope. This is my comfort in my affliction, that your word has revived me. The arrogant utterly deride me, yet I do not turn aside from your law. I have remembered your ordinances from everlasting, O Yehovah, and comfort myself. Burning indignation has seized me because of the wicked who forsake your law. Your statutes are my songs in the house of my pilgrimage. O Yehovah, I remember your name in the night and keep your law. This has become mine because I observe your precepts. Het. Yehovah is my portion. I have promised to keep your words. I entreated your favor with all my heart. Be gracious to me according to your word. I considered my ways and turned my feet to your testimonies. I hastened, and I did not delay to keep your commandments. The cords of the wicked have encircled me, but I have not forgotten your law. At midnight I shall rise to give thanks to you because of your righteous ordinances. I am a companion of all those who fear you, and of those who keep your precepts. The earth is full of your loving kindness, O Yehovah. Teach me your statutes. Tet. You have dealt well with your servant, Yehovah, according to your word. Teach me good discernment and knowledge, for I believe in your commandments. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now I keep your word. You are good and do good. Teach me your statutes. The arrogant have forged a lie against me. With all my heart, I will observe your precepts. Their heart is covered with fat, but I delight in your law. It is good for me that I was afflicted, that I may learn your statutes. The law of your mouth is better to me than thousands of gold and silver. Yod, your hands made me and fashioned me. Give me understanding that I learn your commandments. May those who fear you see me and be glad because I hope in your word. I know, Yehovah, that your judgments are righteous and that in faithfulness you have afflicted me. Oh, may your loving kindness comfort me according to your word to your servant. May your compassion come to me that I may live, for your law is my delight. May the arrogant be ashamed, for they subvert me with a lie, but I shall meditate on your precepts. May those who fear you turn to me, even those who know your testimonies. May my heart be complete in your statutes, that I may not be ashamed. Chaf. My soul languages for your salvation. I hope in your word. My eyes fail with longing for your word, saying, when will you comfort me? Though I have become like a wineskin in the smoke, I do not forget your statutes. How many are the days of your servant? When will you execute judgment on those who persecute me? The arrogant have dug pits for me, men who are not in accord with your law. All your commandments are faithful. They have persecuted me with a lie. Help me. They almost destroyed me on earth. But as for me, I did not forsake your precepts. Revive me according to your loving kindness, so that I may keep the testimony of your mouth. Lamed. Forever, O Yehovah, your word stands firm in the heavens. To all generations your faithfulness endures. You did establish the earth, and it stands. They stand this day according to your ordinances, for all things are your servants. If your law had not been my delight, then I would perish in my affliction. I will never forget your precepts, for by them you have revived me. I am yours. Save me, for I have sought your precepts. The wicked wait for me to destroy me. I shall diligently consider your testimonies. I have seen a limit to all perfection. Your commandment is exceedingly broad. Mem. How I love your law. It is my meditation all the day. Your commandments make me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever before me. I have more insight than all my teachers, for your testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the aged, because I have observed your precepts. I have restrained my feet from every evil way, that I may keep your word. I have not turned aside from your ordinances, for you yourself have taught me. How sweet are your words to taste, yes, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Through your precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate false way. None. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. I have sworn, and I will confirm it, that I will keep your righteous ordinances. I am exceedingly afflicted. Keep me alive, O Yehovah, according to your word. Oh, accept the free will offerings of my mouth, O Yehovah, and teach me your ordinances. My life is continually in my hand, yet I do not forget your law. The wicked have laid a snare for me, yet I have not gone astray from your precepts. I have inherited your testimonies forever, for they are the joy of my heart. I have inclined my heart to perform your statutes forever, to the end. Samech. The double-minded, I hate those, but I love your law. You are my hiding place and my shield. I hope in your word. Depart from me, evildoers, that I may observe the commandments of my Elohim. Sustain me according to your word, that I may live, and do not let me be ashamed of my hope. Uphold me that I may be safe, that I may have regard for your statutes continually. You have rejected all those who wander from your statutes, for their deceitfulness is useless. You have caused to cease all the wicked of the earth like dross. Therefore I love your testimonies. My flesh trembles for fear of you, and I am afraid of your judgments. I have done justice and righteousness. Do not leave me to my oppressors. Be surety for your servant for good. Do not let the arrogant oppress me. My eyes fail with longing for your salvation and for your righteous word. Deal with your servant according to your loving kindness and teach me your statutes. I am your servant. Give me understanding that I may know your testimonies. It is time for YHWH to act, for they have broken your law. Therefore I love your commandments above gold, yes, above fine gold. Therefore I esteem right all precepts concerning everything. I hate every false way. Pay. Wonderful are your testimonies, therefore my soul observes them. The unfolding of your words give light. It gives understanding to the simple. I opened my mouth wide and panted, for I longed for your commandments. Turn to me and be gracious to me after your manner to those who love your name. Establish my footsteps in your word, and do not let any iniquity have dominion over me. Redeem me from the oppression of man, that I may keep your precepts. May your face shine upon your servant, and teach me your statutes. My eyes shed streams of water because they do not keep your law. Tzadi, righteous are you, O YHWH, and upright are your judgments. You have commanded your testimonies in righteousness and exceeding faithfulness. My zeal has consumed me because my adversaries have forgotten your words. Your word is very pure. Therefore your servant loves it. I am small and despised. I do not forget your precepts. Your righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and your law is truth. Trouble and anguish have found me. Your commandments are delight. Your testimonies are righteous forever. Give me understanding that I may live. Quoth. Cried I with my heart, answer me, O YHWH. I will observe your statutes. I cried to you, save me, and I shall keep your testimonies. I rise before dawn and cry for help. I hope in your words. My eyes anticipate the night watches that I may meditate on your word. Hear my voice according to your loving kindness. Revive me, O YHWH, according to your ordinances. Those who follow after wickedness draw near. They are far from your law. You are near, O YHWH, and all your commandments are truth. Of old I have known from your testimonies that you have founded them forever. Resh, consider my affliction and rescue me, for I do not forget your law. Plead my case and redeem me. Revive me according to your word. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they do not seek your statutes. Great are your mercies, O Yehovah. Revive me according to your ordinances. Many are my persecutors and my adversaries, yet I do not turn aside from your testimonies. I behold the treacherous and loathe them because they do not keep your word. Consider how I love your precepts. Revive me, O Yehovah, according to your loving kindness. The sum of your word is truth, and every one of your righteous ordinances is everlasting. Shin, princes persecute me without cause, but my heart stands in awe of your words. I rejoice at your word as one who finds a great spoil. I hate and despise falsehood. I love your law. 7 times a day I praise you because of your righteous ordinances. Those who love your law have great peace, and nothing causes them to stumble. I hope for your salvation, O Yehovah, and do your commandments. My soul keeps your testimonies, and I love them exceedingly. I keep your precepts and your testimonies, for all my ways are before you. Tav. Let my cry come before you, O Yehovah. Give me understanding according to your word. Let my supplication come before you. Deliver me according to your word. Let my lips utter praise, for you do teach me your statutes. Let my tongue sing of your word, for all your commandments are righteousness. Let your hand be ready to help me, for I have chosen your precepts. I long for your salvation, O Yehovah, and your law is my delight. Let my soul live, that it may praise you, and let your ordinances help me. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I do not forget your commandments. May Jehovah bless you and keep you. May Jehovah cause his face to shine on you and be gracious to you. May Jehovah bless you and keep you. May Jehovah lift up his countenance on you and give you peace. Yivarechecha Yehovah v'yishmerecha. Yair Yehovah panav elecha v'yihunecha. Yisa Yehovah panav elecha v'yasim lecha. Shalom.